this is Fantabulous J, and I am back because I promised that I would come back and go into more detail about me, because this is about my journey and about me getting gastric bypass and the decisions that I'm making, and I want you guys to go through all of that with me. So the first one is about the seminar that I went to. So if you are interested in having this particular procedure done, then you need to go back to my first one and check it out, because there's a lot of information on there. And if I can help you with anything, please comment below. If I can't, I will tell you what I know at this point. But I want us to get a rapport going. So I want you to know a little bit about me. Because I don't want nobody just judging me like, oh my gosh, she's doing this for vanity reasons and I don't want nobody to think anything negative about me. I want you to know why I am doing this, okay? So, to start it off, I told you what my weight was already, but I'll tell you again. I am 433 pounds, and I'm about 5'5", about 5, almost 5'6", and that's just a lot of weight for this body to carry. A couple of years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, I fell. And I didn't fall hard or anything. I actually caught myself a little bit, but I did manage to hit my right knee. And when I hit my knee, it offset something. I didn't run to the emergency or urgent care. I waited a couple of days. I worked 2 jobs, for one. And my night job, it wasn't peaches and cream, but I was able to put my leg up, put my leg up and try to, nurse myself to health. I am in the medical field a little bit, so I'm thinking maybe I might have just sprained it. I know it wasn't broken. But the pain just consistently kept coming, and I was having such a hard time getting around, so I just decided, maybe I should just go to urgent care. So I went, and they ran some tests and everything, and he came back and said, well, your right knee looks like it has some wear and tear, but I don't understand why, because, you're relatively young. You could have just fractured it. So he suggested that I go see orthopedic and consult with my physician, which I did, both things. But when I went to see the orthopedic, it was like they ran tests on my right knee, and he came back and said it was the worst knee he had ever seen in his life. I mean, I'm looking at him like, really? So I'm thinking, as I talked to a couple people in the lobby, they're like, oh, he's going to just shoot you with a cortisone shot and send you on your way. You just have to come back every so often to get it done. So I'm like, okay. So after he said that, that was the end of it. I'm thinking like, okay, you're going to give me a shot in my knee or something? And I asked him, and he was like, no, your knee is so bad, a cortisone shot would not help you. So I'm like, geez. He said, but I'm going to give you some prescriptions. So he gave me some prescriptions. I don't want to sit there and just be medicated all day, every day, because of my knee. So he basically said that I needed to lose a considerable amount of weight because I will need a knee replacement. Okay, that's the first orthopedic I went to. As time went on, things happened in my life. I wasn't able to go to the doctor like that, but when I got a chance, things worked out. I could go back, get my own orthopedic and all this stuff. I went to another one, and he took x-rays of both knees, and I was wondering to myself why. So when I talked with him, consulted with him, he told me, well, from the way you were walking, I can tell that both of your knees are bothering you. And I'm like, okay. And he said, and I was right. Both of your knees are bad, not just one. Now I'm thinking, oh my God, am I going to be in a wheelchair here or what? He's like, well, you basically got osteoarthritis in both your knees. They're just worn out. So I attribute this to one of my professions where I actually had to stand on my feet sometimes 10 to 12 hours a day. Sometimes I chose 7 days a week, and if you're standing on a cement floor that long every day, you better believe, such if you're carrying some weight on you, you're going to hurt those knees. You're going to wear them out. And that's what I did. So, he basically went into weight loss with me. He was like, I could replace your knees, but you'll be right back. You need to get a lot of weight off, and you need to get it off fast. And he asked me, had I talked to my physician? And I told him, yeah. And he was like, well, I would suggest maybe you try a medical reduction type of thing, you know. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to my doctor, and he also said the same thing. So I said, okay. But it's scary. You know, you hear all these horrible stories about, I have heard some horrible stories about the surgery. So it scared me. And I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know if this is what I want to do. I mean, can I do this on my own or what? But I waited a while before I made the decision because I really wanted to think about it. It is a life change for one. I mean, anybody that thinks anything different, if you think you're going to walk in there for vanity reasons, I feel sorry for you. This is a life change. We're talking about stomach detachment and all kind of stuff. You're only able to eat 4 ounces of food and all of this. Let me tell you something. I don't eat a lot anyway. Look at me, I'm big. Okay, obviously you think I eat like a horse. But honestly, I eat like a woman that weighs about 135. Okay? I've always ate like that. I've never been like a huge eater, and nobody ever understood why I was a big girl. Now, the smallest I've ever been is maybe 150. And that was in high school. You know, younger years, preteens. All the way up till I got out of high school, until I had my first baby. When I had my first baby, I gained 100 pounds. I went to 250. And then I had another baby, and that's when I hit the threes. Because I never got any of it off. It was like I was swollen, and nobody, no doctor, no nothing could figure out why I was swollen. I didn't have hypertension. At the time, I wasn't diagnosed with thyroid. So why am I sitting up here swollen? Nobody told me, but I went on with my life. I was healthy. I didn't have any problems. I could work. I could do everything. And then I decided that I wanted to lose weight. So I lost an enormous amount of weight. I lost like 100 pounds. And I exercised. I ate smaller portions. I realized it was the pop with the sodium was swelling me up. So I stopped. And all the sweets that I was eating. And trust me, I'm not a cake eater and a pie eater and all that. I'm not that. I'm a candy bar girl. Or a bag of chips kind of girl, you know. So I would eat that type of stuff after 1 o'clock. And then, like, because of the work that I did, sometimes I would forget to eat, or I just didn't put it in my schedule to eat because I was hands-on and constantly busy. So I wouldn't get a chance to eat. My mind would trigger off and say, girl, you need to eat. And so then now I'm eating fast foods, which are not healthy for me. If I probably packed a lunch and had celery and carrots and broccoli and fruit and more fish in my diet, then I probably wouldn't be this big. But it seems like once I eat, I retain. And that's just it. So I'm not medically diagnosing myself. I'm just telling you that's me. I don't know about anybody else. And as time went on, I got in a wonderful relationship with a great guy who I'm still with. And, you know, you get lazy. You get in relationships, and it's, for women, I think we tend to just slack off and not really pay attention, opposed to when we're not, and we're just dating and going out, we watch our weight more because we don't want to get big, and, you know, you're meeting people for the first time, and you want to make that great impression. So once you get in a relationship, you slack off on that. I did. I don't know about anybody else, but I slacked off big time. And we were going out eating, which we still do on occasions. And we eat and we party and we drink or whatever. And I gained a lot of the way back. Woe is me. So, but I'm not blaming anybody but myself, because if I had any kind of control, which I should have used, I have control in my workplace, at home with my kids and anybody and friends, I should have been able to tell him the same thing. Whoa, we're doing too much of this, you know. But I didn't, and that's the repercussions. And then to sit at home and not be able to do anything at this point in my life is even worse, because now I can't move. So now I eat and it's just sitting there. I don't have any type of exercise. It's hard to have any when you have bad knees because I can't get on a treadmill, can't go walking outside. I mean, you know, I could do arm exercises, you know, shit like that, but regular stuff, regular maintained exercise, cardio, things like that, I can't do it. Breaks my heart because I was a cardio girl. I love aerobics. That was my thing, you know. But I can't do it. So, anyway. So, with all these things compiled on me, hypertension, thyroid, I am hyperthyroid, which means I should be slim. Most hyperthyroid individuals are slim. Those are the ones that shake like a chihuahua, eat hardly anything because you don't have appetite. I don't. And sweat profusely. Hello. But I can't do anything but laugh, but I have that, and I'm none of that. And when I tell people that, they automatically think I'm hypo. No, I'm not. I'm hyper. Funny. Clinically, I'm not, though. Medically, I am. Clinically, I'm not. So anyway, with all that being said, that's what's going on with Jackie. I have a wonderful life, and I have wonderful kids. I've got great grandbabies. You know, I got three grandkids I love to death, and I want to be able to get out and play with them and roll around in the grass, and I want to take them on trips, and I want to do family things. I want me and my boyfriend to do stuff like we used to and more. And above everything else, I want to be healthy. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of a cane. I'm tired of only walking 10 steps and I'm exhausted. I'm tired of my knees hurting. I'm tired of being out of breath. And I'm tired of the big clothes. I want little clothes. Now, with all this being said, and I'm finished, I love my BBW sisters. And I love my SBBW sisters. I do. So, I'm an advocate for them. Because just because you're big doesn't mean you don't deserve love. I think overweight people are so misjudged, and society shuns on us like nobody's business. You get the looks, you get the stares, you get the laughs, you get the comments and everything, which I'll probably have at the bottom of my page. Some fool will leave something negative, but it won't bother me. It's okay. But we're still people, you know, and I'm sure if a